So far this year, Madison has been gifted 26,357 hours of volunteer services by our community. Over the last few weeks, I attended so many events, IB presentations, STEAM nights, and more. I continue to be amazed at the students' creativity and passion for their work. A huge thank you to all the adults that mentored our International Baccalaureate student groups and all of the volunteers and staff that work hard to organize all of our end-of-the-year activities. Congratulations to our promoting 8th grade class of 2024. You are to be celebrated for your hard work and dedication. Please come back to visit all the adults who shared in your journey. We cannot wait to see all that you will accomplish. A special thanks to all the staff who supported our students this year. You are simply incredible educators and make such an impact on students' lives each and every day. I hope your summer is filled with enjoying family and friends, balanced with some adventures, and just a few adventures, and some restful relaxation. May you and your family find time to do what brings you joy. Have a wonderful summer, everyone.
Thank you. We'll move down the line. Mr. Holcomb?
Yeah, I just want to compliment all the staff and the students on the promotion ceremonies. They have been very good, actually very efficient, but also very heartfelt. I've seen tears from principals, parents, students, just some people in the audience. Board members, yes. I've also seen some teachers have come and see that aren't middle school teachers, and actually at least one past teachers come to see their kids off. And remembrances of the students who have been at MTA for their entire career in Madison, and the heartfelt remembrances and feelings about friendship that were developed for the students. And I was also very impressed by the size and the strength of handshakes we've got. I don't know what we're feeding in the cafeteria, but it must be good because they have grown a lot. Anyway, it's been a wonderful experience. I'm looking forward to the park one after the board meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Thompson?
I want to echo Mr. Holcomb's comments. The promotion ceremonies have been wonderful. I myself am feeling a little nostalgic as my children are finishing their time at one of our elementary schools, getting ready to move on to one of our middle schools, and they've been at our at this particular school since they were in the 3-year-old pre-K class. I've taken a little time to write notes to all the teachers. Almost all of them are still at the school, but I want to take a moment to thank all the teachers and support staff and administrators who every day support our students, not just the ones who are either promoting to high school and leaving our district, or the fourth graders moving on to middle school, but every teacher, every staff member, and every administrator for doing all that you do in support of our students. As Mr. Holcomb said, they're pretty impressive group of kids when we see them coming across the stage in 8th grade, and I'm deeply appreciative for all you do. That's all I have today.
Thank you. Yes, a big week for us in Madison with the end of the year. I did go to the Camel View STEAM night. Was that last week? That was a lot of fun. I got a personal tour by one of the students. Rosalie was an amazing tour guide and a super smart young lady. It was really cool to see all their projects and everything. And I know every school's doing did a lot of fun end of the year things. And yes, in case anyone's wondering why we're meeting at 3 o'clock, we have our promotion ceremonies today and yesterday. And this will be, this is my, oh, I'm so sad, I'm gonna cry. My last year as a parent in Madison. We've been a family here for over 10 years, and it's been an amazing journey. And yes, it's a super special one today. My son just graduated at 1 o'clock, and I didn't cry then, but I might cry now. And my oldest, who of course started here in Madison, is graduating high school this week, so it's a lot. And he's going off to Gonzaga, in case we're keeping track. But I hope we can, get to find out what a lot of our students are doing after high school as well. So, yes, so that's that. And I think that's all I have. And so, yeah, everyone enjoy your summer. We'll be here throughout, mostly throughout the summer. And we'll move on to item 4. Do I have a motion or any changes to the consent agenda?
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded, so please vote. And that passes. And let's see. Do we happen to have any calls to the public?
We have no calls to public today.
Shocking. Okay. Thank you. And we'll move on to 6.1. I'll pass this over to Vice President Thompson for the ASBA political agenda.
Thank you, Madam President. As we discussed at the last board meeting, I took the comments that I solicited from last year's, the 2024 political agenda, and incorporated most of the comments into the draft that is before you today. One comment that was made was to move, to attempt to incorporate one of the priorities into the others. That priority had to do with overrides and the caps on overrides. It didn't neatly fit, even though we have several items on this agenda that have to do with finances. They're more with the state adequately funding us, and I couldn't quite fit that in. Having discussed recently the issues of gun safety, I thought it would be most appropriate to remove that item for consideration for this year and instead replace it with the safe storage language that that was included in our resolution a few weeks ago. So there are a few very small changes. As discussed at the last meeting, item 4 has changed to the gun safety and storage issue. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you for your work on this. You had a question,
Yeah,
Mr.
if I may, trying to change the language on the override has been sort of a quixotic thing on my part for a long time, and the board has gone along with that. But I do believe that the safe storage law is one that is more important, more direct, and I think has a real chance of at least getting some traction. The override language, I still think is important, but it's not going to get any traction. So I appreciate you considering that, and I support the change. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I agree, and hopefully the first item, kind of encompasses all things school finance, including the aggregate expenditure limit, which is still a problem. So that's we're kind of including all of that in the first one. So yeah, if there's anything else, we will go ahead and do I have a motion to vote?
I move to approve the proposed top five priorities for the 2025 political agenda for Arizona School Boards Association as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please vote. And that passes. Thank you again, Ms. Thompson. And we'll go on to 7.1, future meetings. Dr. Guerin.
President Gresham, it's hard to believe we have only one more board meeting for this school year. And so we're going to go out with a bang on June 11th and try to have every sort of meeting and session that we possibly can have. So, we do have, thank you, Ms. Humphreys, a May 29th virtual meeting at 4:30 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. I'm sorry, we changed it to 5:30 for Ms. Garvey to present the 24-25 school district budget. Then on June 11th, we will convene an executive session at 2 p.m. to discuss my evaluation, a study session at 3 p.m. to review our strategic action plans and what we've been doing up to date related to strategic planning. We'll have 4 different presentations followed by Q&A. Then we will have a district facility planning, and we'll hear from Ms. Garvey's department on future plans for the Madison district facilities. Then at 6:15, we will convene a public hearing to discuss the 24-25 school district proposed budget. move into a regular meeting with our announcements, consent items. And then as you scroll down, we will do a second policy read for Ms. Marshall's policies that she brought prior. And then we have several action items, including adoption of that school district budget, and audit and compliance questionnaires report, performance pay, and an update on Category 5 data by Dr. Lomeli. So it will be a busy, action-packed afternoon. And then we will not, I think we'll have a few weeks off before we have a meeting near the end of July.
Thank you. Questions or comments on future meetings?
I just had a question on just the explanation, the last one you described, that report, what's the action on that would be taken? You said that's an action item?
The Category 5 data?
Yeah.
It's related to the data we use to evaluate staff. And so the Category 5 data, we are making modifications. After COVID, we took a little break from using data to evaluate staff, and now we're back at it. So this is a modification in regards to the student growth language.
In policy? Oh, no, where?
I'll turn it over to Dr. Lomeli.
I don't want to get too deep
not at all.
into it, but
Go ahead.
I want to put it in context, please.
This data is utilized for our teacher evaluation. So it's performance category 5, and teacher evaluation and principal evaluations require that 20% of their final score be based on student performance.
Okay. Thank you. That's helpful.
Ms. Thompson?
Thanks. I just wanted to make a clarification. So the 2024-25 budget that we will be, that we'll have the virtual meeting on and we'll be adopting, we'll still be waiting on the legislature at that time to adopt the budget, adopt their budget, so we can fully understand our budget. But I just wanted to confirm that we'll be adopting that budget with our best estimate of what the legislature will be doing, and hopefully they'll get their act together and get that done soon so we can have more certainty. Is that correct?
Yes, Board Member Thompson, that is 100% correct. The preliminary forms actually will not have any adjustments, not even inflation, until the legislature approves.
And then we'll have to update it again. Thank you for that. Okay, if we have no other questions, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Moved and seconded, please vote. Maybe. And we are adjourned.